get right to it. Look. No introductions, no interruptions. When I roll into functions, just know that it's tucked in, like I wore a tux in. Say hello to Justin. Justin for making something out of nothing. Mama told me I'm a star. Them haters said I wasn't. Now I'm looking at a mugging from a V dozen shrugging. Feeling like McLovin, I'm becoming a conundrum. These dum-dums forgot where I come from. There's nothing that we run from. BK, niggas know the status. Got like 2 spots in the top 3 rappers. It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
I mean, listen, me and Joe Budden went at it for 15 years until we finally ran into each other. You know,
How was
a couple weeks
that?
ago.
Yo,
Cool.
Was he wearing clothes or naked? Sorry.
What's
I'm
funny
just
about that?
kidding,
Vlad,
Joe.
what's funny?
Was he sleepwalking?
Stop.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Stop. 'Cause I swear to God, I said the same shit
Joe,
yesterday.
no, I'm good. I
I
love
said
him.
the same shit yesterday.
Shout to Joe, though. Shout to Joe.
So you guys ran into each other.
Yeah, we were Bergdorf Goodman. We were both just shopping,
Mhm.
you know, in the designer section up there. And
That's where math shops and the
Yeah.
design. Yeah, well, before we went live, you guys were talking about how you were at Bergdorf.
Yeah.
They were both talking about Bergdorf, and they were talking about how much they each spend on Prada. And so this was a very informative 5 minutes
No, we weren't.
of
We weren't.
my life
What are you
when I
talking-
heard about what Prada jackets cost.
yeah,
You can, Vlad has a few, Math has a few. All right,
Kim has the shades on right now.
Are these
is that a Louis
You know what I
purse right there?
mean? Kim has the shades on right now.
Let's have some
You know what I'm saying? That's a Louis purse over there. Let's get a look at it. Let's get a look at it. Oh, she got the custom band joint. She got oh.
Yeah.
Give me that.
And she got the Gucci wallet. She got the Gucci wallet on. Listen, come on, man. What are you doing?
Okay.
A lot of these rappers be walking around with that type of bag nowadays.
So we were just in Bergdorf, just both of us were just randomly shopping that day.
Right.
And I look over and he's looking at me, Joe.
He's just staring at you.
She's staring at me.
Right.
And I'm like, oh shit, it's Joe. But it wasn't like an ice grill.
It wasn't the
It
death
was
stare.
just like it was.
He was dreaming.
Stop. He wasn't sleeping. And I'm like, wow, I haven't seen him. Like, you know, like we haven't had a conversation since our last interview, which was like 15 years ago.
Right.
You know, he was like, you know, a little heavier, and, you know, so it kind of took me a second to realize who it was. But, you know, when I saw him, it wasn't like an aggressive stare because, you know, Joe had gone on the show saying, when I see Vlad, it's on site, you know, and so forth. So I was taking those words seriously. You know, when he was at Complex, I was prepared for these situations to happen.
So how'd it go? He approached you or you approached him?
No, but so he saw me, but the look he gave me wasn't an aggressive look.
Right.
So there's a whole second conversation.
I wasn't ready for this.
I'm glad you pressed him. You pressed Joe.
I do not press him. So I walked up to him and I'm like, yo, what up? He's like, what's up, man? And I put my hand out. He shook my hand.
Right.
And, you know, the first thing I said was, yo, congratulations, you're a success, man. Congratulations. You've done your thing in the podcast. Well, thank you. You know, I said, and thank you. You know, you've said a few kind words about me. You know, I think like when the media list came out, he had talked about it. He said, oh, yeah, Vlad, he deserves his position. You know,
Right.
He puts in the work. So I'm like, you know, thank you for that. You know, and I'm like, how's your family doing? Cool. You asked me how my family's doing. I said, cool. And I'm like, yo, this is a moment. You
So
know?
let me ask you
It's
a question. So did nobody tape this? You didn't tape?
No, there's no taping. There's no photos. There's none of that. It was like, all right.
No interview set up and that?
No interviews, no future business, no whatever. But it was our first friendly interaction since 15 years ago.
I've been pushing for this for how many episodes?
Well,
For
here's the thing. Because at one point, Academics said that Joe wanted to do a podcast with me and him on Academics' platform.
Oh,
he was
sounds
open to
like
doing
Potter
that.
House.
But like I said, I can't do that without me and him having a conversation first. I'm not just going to come in raw and like,
Damn, Vlad. Damn, Vlad. That's crazy, Vlad. Oh man, Vlad.
Now, Vlad, you gotta understand this. This wasn't this was not a pass me the water pause. This is not
I'm just not
gonna come in raw.
No Diddy my way out now. No Diddy my way. But nah, it was I thought a mature moment with two successful people in the same field that really didn't have any animosity towards each other at the time. We both could have been on some bullshit, but neither one of us were. So I'm like, let me just tweet about this. I put out a tweet. I said, oh, by the way, I just ran into Joe. It was a grown man moment. Happy holidays to him, and and so forth. People like, yo, in the comments, like, yeah, let's see what Joe says about this. Let's hear his side of the story.
Right.
So on his show, I saw he had like a segment about me, and he said the exact same story. Mm-hmm. There was really no difference in what I described and what he described. It was, he was like, yeah, I'm not looking to do interviews or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, neither am I. But I thought it was cool that and look, like we both have taken a lot of shots at each other over the years. He's talked a bunch of shit about me. I've talked a bunch of shit about him. I've interviewed his like exes and stuff like that. Right. Just to be petty. And I was wrong for that.
Wait. You were wrong for interviewing his exes?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was doing it to just get at him.
Why? Okay, so you weren't doing it to give them a legitimate voice to tell their story.
Well, I mean, I didn't
platform to tell their story.
I interviewed Tahiri a couple of times. I interviewed, I forgot what the blonde girl. No, not Sin. Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Yeah, I interviewed her. But it was really just kind of like a fuck you too kind of interview.
So you wouldn't have given them an interview without just having that
maybe Tahiri, because Tahiri was kind of prominent at the time, but not so much,
okay.
Like the other girl. The other girl was just me.
So admittedly, you did it to get back.
Of course, but he was doing shit. He was talking a bunch of shit about me. He was telling me to suck his dick, and all types of shit.
There's a lot. There's so much things happening here.
Yeah. He said it.
Right.
He said it.
So you was ready to fight him. You was ready to go to the next.
I'm not looking to fight anybody.
No, I'm just saying you was interviewing his. So obviously it's like, yo, I'm willing to go to the next level.
I felt that during times when I saw Joe, he'd be on site, to the point where I
Berghoff Goodman?
Well, not a bird. There was another situation because people like, oh, well, you said you saw Joe a couple of years ago. I was with my man, Pressure, who, he went to prison for killing somebody with his bare hands. Right. You know what I'm saying? When he was like 18.
Damn.
He was basically like, this was my man who I held down. So if I told him, go get him, he would go get him. So we were outside of a strip club and Joe walks past us. And I'm looking at, and he's looking at me. He's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, nah, nothing.
No, nothing. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. So I saw Joe, but Joe didn't see me.
Right.
But at that time, he had just said a bunch of shit about me. So it was, if I would have been like, Joe, what's up? And he'd turn around and who knows what would have happened. But it would have been bad because we were outside a strip club with cameras everywhere. So it would have turned into a legal situation of some sort.
Right.
So, but the fact that at this point, Joe's older, he's, his money seems to,
both of you guys are older.
He's doing well financially. He's got a show.
Yeah, you guys are not throwing it away for that.
He's got kids. Like, yeah, I think it was a cool moment. And what I said was exactly what he said.
Yeah,
it was the same story both ways. No one got punked. No one got intimidated. No one. It was friendly.
Right.
Point blank. And I'm glad it happened.
This how I felt about popping up on Heineken and Esso.
Mm-hmm. That went a little different than me and Joe, though.
That's okay, Peter. Never take life for granted. Shit real. I got issues for what I've been through, but then again, if I give you my all, it's genuine. You ain't never lived a life if you never took a loss. If I die tonight, everything I ever own, you can take it all. Put my pain in this music until the song hurting. Ever gave your heart to the wrong person? If I love you, just keep it tall with me. And in return, you get rewards from me. 5-star dinners, shopping sprees and long trips. Booked a short stay with your bae in the A and gave a long